I could probably speak for everyone watching this. We all wish we could be there in person and see it in person. But that's why we have Jason and Calvin here. They're going to take us a little bit, a nice little virtual walkthrough here. So, Jason, we can start with you, and Calvin, you can chime in as well. Take us through the highlights of the control room, some of the technological feats that are in there, especially the video boards, dimensions, how cool they are, both inside and out, and just give us a feeling like we're there right
On the control room side and the technology side, I think we have, again, kind of looked at what was done in Atlanta and what are some of the next advancements that we can make. So proud to really say that we are a true 4K HDR end-to-end broadcast facility. So that means a lot of resources, that means a lot of technology, and that means hopefully not a lot of headaches. So far, everything's been awesome. But the two main things that I can say is that we have two ROS Acuity switchers, 8 MEs, definitely being set up so that we can either cut a single show with a second switcher as a backup, or we can cut two different shows at the same time. Maybe some of our clients will require maybe a pre-game show or a post-game show that's going to be streamed via social media. We're able to do that. It also challenges, in a good way, the teams to think about how can you utilize that second switcher to enhance the fan experience. And I think, as we're approaching our first few events here, we're starting to work through what kind of workflow can we enhance the show with. And I think by having those two switchers, we're going to have all the tool sets that the teams need. Along with that, we're in that dream catcher environment with 4 replay systems in again, 4K HDR with a replay logger, a replay producer. I think there's a lot of eyes and brains thinking about how can you bring home advantage to the teams. And replay seems like it's one of those things that are under a microscope. It's one of those tool sets that you can use to deliver that home field advantage, showing angles that help your team, showing angles of certain plays or reactions to get the crowd to get loud. So replay is definitely one of those things that are under the microscope and gets bigger and bigger every facility I go to. And I think we have found another solution to enhance yet again that whole fan experience when it comes to replays. And of course, the tester side of this, I think, my experience in Atlanta has showed us how the tester system, the ROS environment, works with the switcher, where the switcher kind of used to lead the show, was the main way to get content up on the boards. But now it's a synergy between the two. And it's kind of figuring out that workflow and educating both teams on how that workflow happens, teaching the local talent about another way of thinking how to deliver a show. Because now it seems like it's a show within a show within a show across IPTV, across all the different screens that we have in this building. It really is, you have to have a control room like ours to deliver these different levels of shows. Calvin, anything to add there?
From a technology standpoint, like Jason said, true 4K HDR control room. We have the first Fuji 4K 125 lenses that has hit the United States. We have 7 of those. The technology, I can't mention it enough, is through the roof, right? We have 35 POV, PTZ cameras around the entire stadium. We have coverage that is unrivaled, right? So usually what happens is when production trucks come into a facility, the teams are asking the production truck for extra feeds, to add to the in-stadium show. And now it's going to be totally different because we've already getting those requests. We are now getting requests from TV productions that's coming in saying, hey, can I get that camera? 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 Which now it's the other way around. We are enhancing their show, right? But and the other part of it is we now have to down convert our signal to give it to TV because we're true 4K, which is something that is when you enter into a technical world like this, it's unseen, right? And now it's like, wait a second, I don't really need anything from the TV truck. They need it from me. You know, we have our own we have our own pylon cameras. You know, we have our own field goal cameras. So the technology is through the roof. It's exciting.
32 POV cameras.
Yeah. It's amazing. So, you know, that's my 2 cents.